guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. So today's video is another one of my gift guides, and it is a gift guide for him. So basically I've had a chat with Callum and he has given me a lot of ideas for gifts for him that you may be able to get for your loved ones this Christmas. So dads, brothers, boyfriends, husbands, everyone I've catered for, and all budgets again. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to click the like button. Also subscribe to my channel if you are new. I post videos every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. And without further ado, we're going to get into this video and I really hope you enjoy it. So I've got all of the ideas written down as I did with the last one, so I'm just going to be reading them off for you. The first items that I think would be really nice to buy your loved ones are some slippers, a dressing gown, some loungewear. I actually think that loungewear is just perfect for everyone because I feel like everyone just wears loungewear, and by loungewear I also mean like joggers and things like that. Boys always tend to wear joggers, and I just think they would appreciate just some comfy clothes, just some comfiness. So slippers, dressing gowns. I find that dads wear dressing gowns a lot, and they don't even necessarily need to be expensive ones. I actually bought Callum a pair of slippers for like a stocking filler last year from Primark, and they were really comfy. They didn't last very long, not gonna lie, but he really appreciated them for the time that he had them. And maybe if you did want to go more on the pricey side, you could get a more expensive pair of slippers that are going to last a lot longer, if it's maybe one of their main presents. And also dressing gowns are a really good shout. If you want to do like a more expensive one, you can. If you want to get a cheaper one, you can. Dressing gowns really vary in price, so it can cater to the price range that you have. The next idea I had is maybe a hamper. If you're maybe buying for a granddad or a dad and they really like a variety of different things, you could put it all together in a hamper, depending on kind of their hobbies. If they've got sports as a hobby, you could kind of cater to that. If it's more of like a gaming one, maybe for a brother or a boyfriend or a husband, or even your dad if he likes gaming, you can cater to them. So I really like hampers. I think they're really personal and they are really thoughtful. They're a really thoughtful gift, and it shows that you've put a lot of effort into it. So I don't know, maybe you could put some chocolate in there. You could maybe put a game or a controller in there if you were going for like the gaming side. Maybe some like golfing equipment if they're into sports, or depending on what sport they're into. And I think that that's a really lovely gift. You could even do like a food if they're a foodie and they like different things. You could maybe put some chutneys in there. You could put some different cheeses if they like cheese boards. I think that that's a really lovely gift, and I think that that is a really thoughtful present. And also the good thing about hamper is that again, you can cater to your own budget. So you can get some really nice gifts from even like B&M and just pop them into a hamper, or maybe if it's a little stocking hamper, again, you could get them from B&M or like Home Bargains and places like that. They have some really lovely little gifts. The next idea that I had is aftershave. Every man loves aftershave, I'm sure, and some of the ones that Callum mentioned are Invictus. I love the smell of Invictus. There's also Tom Ford Black Orchid, that also smells incredible. You've also got Sauvage, I think it's called. Callum said that that's a really nice one. And then he also said Bleu de Chanel. I've never heard of it, but Callum said that's a nice one, so I'm trusting his judgment. But I think that aftershave is really lovely to receive. It's kind of how we feel as women to receive perfume to a man. I feel like everyone just loves to smell nice. Next gift idea I have is an electric shaver. Men, I'm pretty sure that all men, maybe not all, but most that I know, shave. So I just think that every man needs an electric shaver. So maybe they've had their one for a very long time, they might need a new one. So Callum said to get an electric shaver. I'm going to link everything down below, some recommendations that he's mentioned, so I'll pop everything in the description box below if you want to check that out. Next item I've got on here is games. So if the person you're buying for is really into his gaming, so maybe Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. My littlest brother has a Nintendo Switch and he is obsessed with it. So maybe you could get them a game if there's a new one that's come out. I think Callum mentioned that the new FIFA has come out. Yeah, he said it was FIFA 21 has just come out, I think. So maybe they really like FIFA, you could get them a new game. There's also games for Fortnite, I think, if the person you're shopping for is a bit younger. So my littlest brother, he really likes Fortnite, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a gift like that. There's GTA, I think, depending on the age of the person you're buying for. Maybe it's like a brother or a dad. But I do think that if the person you're buying for is a proper gamer, then they'd appreciate any game. Just make sure you kind of know what they're into, because you don't want to buy them a game that they're not necessarily going to play and you've spent that money. I think some games vary, like up to £50 sometimes, so you don't want to buy them an expensive game that they're not going to buy. So make sure you know what you're buying. Next gift idea I've got is some AirPods or some headphones. I think that headphones are really good if you are going to the gym. So if they're always kind of on the go, maybe running, all of that sort of stuff, you've got headphones to go over the head. Or again, gaming headset, that's a really good shout if they're a gamer. Maybe some AirPods. I bought Callum some AirPods for, I think, his birthday actually, this year, and he uses them all the time. He uses them at work, he uses them at home when he's just like sat there sometimes. So I think AirPods are a really good shout, and also I have a pair of AirPods and I love them. I think they're so handy and they're so convenient without those wires, but obviously they are a little bit on the more pricey side. I think a lot of headphones are, so maybe it's a main present for them, or maybe you're splashing out this year, but I do think headphones are a really good present idea. Next gift idea I've got is some gym equipment. Maybe the person you're buying for is getting into the gym this year, they want to be a bit more healthy, a bit more fit, so in the new year they're planning on losing weight or just being a bit more fit, which Callum has said he is going to do. So we're actually turning our garage into like a home gym, so he has asked for a lot of gym equipment this year. So Callum's put like dumbbell sets, a weight bench, so things like that, maybe a running machine or a cycling machine. What are they called? I can't even remember. Is it a spin machine maybe? You can tell I don't gym. But I think that that is a really nice idea, because you know that that person is going to use it. They're going to use it to try and make themselves more healthy and maybe get into a new hobby, which is fitness. So I think that that is a really lovely idea, because it's giving them something to look forward to in the new year as well. Next gift idea I've got is a watch. I bought Callum a watch a few years ago and it was a Hugo Boss one, and he really loved it. So I think that a watch is a really nice idea, depending on what their taste is. Obviously if they've got really expensive taste, they'll want a really expensive watch. So, or you can get a less pricey one. They still are a little bit pricey actually, like Hugo Boss watches are quite pricey. Maybe cater to the price range that you have set, so don't go too over budget, because you can actually get some really nice watches for lower prices. But I do think a watch is a really nice present to receive. It's always handy to have, because obviously they need to tell the time, or if they just want more of a dressy watch, they can wear it on like special occasions, which I think is really lovely. It's more of like a luxe present, which I think is really nice. Now, going back to my point earlier, when you kind of buy depending on the person's hobbies, I have put on here like fishing equipment, maybe like tennis equipment, golf equipment, depending on what the person is interested in. My stepdad's really into fishing, so I would maybe look into getting some equipment that he would use for that. So again, it is just knowing what that person likes and maybe just catering to that. So for example, I might get, if someone liked golf, I'd get them like a, what are they called that you hit the golf ball with? A puck? No, it's not a puck. Oh dear. I literally don't know a thing about golf, so that was a really bad example, but I think you guys get what I mean. Next thing I've got on my list is maybe some vouchers. I think Amazon vouchers are a really good shout, because everyone uses Amazon. It is just a standard site and so many people use it, and you can get so many different things on Amazon. Maybe if you're unsure on what to get the person you're buying for, then just get them a voucher, because I really think that people appreciate getting a voucher more than maybe an item that they're not going to use. So at least with a voucher, you know that they're going to buy something that they really need. Next thing I've got on the list is skincare. Now, men, you don't really hear them saying about skincare, but they still use it. Like Callum actually really loves skincare, and although he probably wouldn't admit it. But I think that skincare is a really good thing. It's more of like a self-care present, which I think is really nice, because I don't think many men would go out and actively buy themselves skincare. So I think a really nice gift is skincare to give, because then it kind of gives them a little bit of a nudge. So some things that I've got on here is maybe like shaving products, maybe they need a new shaving balm or a wax, or just some like moisturizer, or maybe some bath products. Callum is always stealing my bath products. So I think that although they probably wouldn't admit it, they would actually like to have a nice little bath bomb or some bath salts now and then. And these don't have to necessarily be expensive. They can even be stocking fillers. You can get so many bath products that are really low prices. Like Lush is actually very reasonably priced. Body Shop is also reasonably priced, so I think that those are really good shouts. And skincare wise, it doesn't again necessarily have to be expensive. You can cater to your budget, but I really like the brand Kiehl's. I think that that's a really good brand. And also The Ordinary. Even for like shaving products, Nivea, that's a really good shout too. Next item I've got is more of like a stocking filler present, and it is a mug. If the person you're buying for really likes their hot drinks, I couldn't buy this for Callum because he just doesn't drink hot drinks at all. But and also my stepdad doesn't either, but my dad does drink hot drinks. My granddads have hot drinks, so maybe if the person you're buying for likes hot drinks, you can get them a nice little mug. And I think that they would really appreciate that as a little stocking filler. Next present I got is trainers. Every guy loves trainers. No matter what age they are, they will always wear some shoes of some sort, but it's mainly trainers I find. So Callum has been wanting Balenciagas for so long, so that is a really nice present to give if you have a higher budget this year, because they are quite pricey trainers. You've also got Nikes, you've got Adidas. Just again, find out what they like and what kind of shoes they're into, because you don't want to buy them trainers that they're not going to wear. So find out what kind of brands they like, what kind of styles. Maybe pop into the store when they're open and talk to the people that work there. Maybe they've got some recommendations and they can tell you what shoes are popular that year, so that you can kind of guess what they want. So mainly when I buy trainers for Callum, I'll make sure that I know what kind of brands that he likes at the moment. I will find out what styles. I'll kind of like sneak it into a conversation. I'll be really sly about it. He'll probably still have an idea because I'm not that sly, but I will try and make sure that I buy trainers that I know that he'll wear. And again, trainers, you can have all sorts of price ranges. You can get them a less expensive pair of shoes that you know they'll still wear. There's brands like Vans, Converse, they're not too expensive and they're still actually really nice trainers. And then you've also got like Nike and Adidas, which are kind of the more moderately priced, not gonna like break your bank. And then you've got Balenciagas, which are on like the higher end. I've also got for a stocking filler underwear. Every guy needs underwear. Every person in the whole world needs underwear. So I really like the brand Calvin Klein. I think that they're a really nice present to give, and I think anyone would appreciate that. But yeah, I think underwear is kind of an obvious gift because everyone needs it, and I'm sure everyone kind of gets gifted it at Christmas. And then the last stocking filler present that I've got is just kind of an obvious one, and it's one that everyone will tend to get, and it's chocolate and sweets. I think chocolate and sweets are just a given. They're an obvious one. So there's not really much I have to say about this, but I do think everyone would appreciate some sweets or chocolate at Christmas. So that is the end of today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click the like button. Also subscribe to my channel if you are new. I really hope that this video has given you some inspiration for gifts for your loved ones. If you've got any ideas yourself, pop them down below. I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure everyone else would appreciate hearing them. As I said, I'm going to pop everything in the description box below if you want to check out any recommendations that I've got of links for like certain products. So head down to the description box if you want any further ideas. I really hope you guys have had an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.